Johnson gets reps with the first team offense. Velus Jones has commented on his drop punt, and we're going to talk a little bit about the depth at the linebacker position. C-Dub, Bobby, Haize, we all in the building today, and we're going to break it all down, have some fun, talk some shit like only we can do right after this.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bears Central.
Fellas, welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, the number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. And I know you guys saw that roast video. I like that. Like we gotta talk about it. Hey, listen, bro. Barry's one of the most talented motherfuckers, bro. Like he's goated already, man.
You already know.
Shout out to my man Barry, man. Hey man, you got me, bro. But we're gonna have to see some pictures, bro. Cause you doing that, bro. You throwing them and you hiding your hand, bro. But you funny as hell, bro.
Look 36, bro. Like we could.
I know, bro. He said my voice is like 70.
Dude said black don't crack. Apparently that doesn't cover vocal cords, bro. That's
the real funny as hell.
That's funny. Listen,
good job.
Go ahead, Rob.
I was gonna say it was solid all around. Good job, man. For real.
Yeah, definitely great job from Barry there, just adding a little something extra to the channel. But let's talk about these Bears, man. After his solid performance against, in the first preseason game, Roschon Johnson got a nice set of reps with the first team offense in practice yesterday. How you guys feeling? Do you think that this is, and you know, we do have a quote from Matt Eberflus as regards to why they had him practicing. He said this, it's just his running style. He's a downhill guy that we're excited about. We're just going to keep letting that thing compete out where it belongs, and we'll see where it goes. So it seems like while everybody's kind of pointed to, and I've even thought, Khalil Herbert got that number one running back spot locked up, Matt Eberflus throwing a little doubt towards that. What do you guys think about these comments from Matt Eberflus after Roschon Johnson gets some reps with the first team?
Hey, man, I'm glad you said that at the end of there. Me too. Just like you, Drip. I thought this wasn't much of a competition after seeing that first game, even though Khalil Herbert just had like a long touchdown screen. I don't think he did really kill running the ball. I would have thought that Khalil Herbert had this thing locked up. But they seen my man Roschon Johnson out there make. You seen that tough run. He ran for about 25 yards. The kid is talented. I'm talking in pass blocking, running the ball and catching the ball out the backfield. He is a complete back, but he's just young. He's a rookie. Now, this is good to my bottom line because we do have a bet here at CBC. And it's yet to be determined if Khalil Herbert is going to be the number one, but I'm going to keep rooting for my guy, Row.
This man funny. I don't think it mean anything. Early on, my guys, they came out. The coaching staff said, well, don't be surprised by who in the certain places at certain time. But to be all unfair, Roschon Johnson, he definitely putting pressure up on those two guys who are expected to be ahead of them. To start ahead of him, simply because that run, he was supposed to went down like 4 times and he just refused to do so. And then you add on his intelligence as a former quarterback, pass pro, and things like that. And we know that Khalil Herbert is not really that bruising running back like a David Montgomery was. He get Roschon Johnson. He giving himself a fair shot and giving himself a chance. And Khalil Herbert, my guy who I said was going to start, hey, you better go ahead and let's ball out, bro. Ball out.
Hey, bro, this is all good for Chicago Bears Nation, bro. 3 very good running backs competing for that number one spot. And I think all 3 of them have a very good case to get there. Maybe Dante Foreman ain't getting enough buzz as the other 2, but I think all 3 have a good chance to be starting at on that first game. Come on, bro.
The way that they use Dante Foreman, I don't know if they see him as a starting back. Again, it's one preseason game, so we'll see. And to Bobby's point, like it's usually somewhere down the middle. I think, like they've already said, the running back coach said they want to take looks at everybody with every different lineup, but they're not going to even look to make a decision before week 4 preseason. That's what they said before we even got to training camp. So I don't think that they necessarily have a decision made. I still do think it's probably Khalil Herbert's to lose, but they'd be remiss if they didn't use this opportunity to take a look at seeing what Roschon Johnson looks like with the first team offense, because that's what training camp is for. I do think, though, that if he keeps performing like he did in the first game, we're going to have embarrassment of riches on our hands when it comes to our running game. Because keep in
Yes.
mind, we ain't see Justin Fields have to run the ball none.
Man.
None, zero. He
And
ain't
that's
take off
beautiful.
one time.
So
Hey,
That's
bro.
beautiful to see too. Beautiful to see. Protect that man. That quarterback needs to be
But
protected at all times.
do y'all see this as a good thing though that you don't have your number one? I think it's a good thing that it's a competition, but I want to ask you guys: do y'all think it's a good thing that we don't have that guy, that Adrian Peterson? I ain't saying is the talented, but he's gonna be the number one spot, and you ain't got to worry about that. Or is it a good thing that we got a different type of flavors that we could choose from, and the best man wins, the best taste wins?
I'll let you go first, Bob.
Oh, I was gonna say it's I think that the game has changed. Like for sure, like you needed that de facto guy back in the day, but right now you seeing this being done by a committee. You know what I'm saying? Multiple running backs. And I think that's just what makes it even better, at least this time around, because now you don't have to just depend on one person. With any given situation, you can see, hey, you can pick different whoever running style matches what the feel of the game is, and they can probably give you something different. And I think that's what makes it a beautiful thing to have, especially, you know what I'm saying, considering where these guys was coming from last season. And we don't want our quarterback running so much. So depending on the game, you can plug and play whoever fits whatever they can do.
Yeah, and I'm with Bobby. I think we just live in a different era, right? When Adrian Peterson was that de facto number one, there were honestly, about 16 starting level running backs in the league.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah,
Whereas
I
now
agree.
you legitimately probably have a good 30 to 40 running backs in the league that can start,
Oh, that's crazy. The game
depending
has
on what's going
changed.
on. Like,
Yeah.
so because of that, like we have depth, and that's what you want. Because as we know with in football, somebody's going to get hurt at some point. It may
Yeah.
hopefully it's not a long-term injury, but somebody's going to get dinged up. And it also allows you to preserve play because let's say Khalil Herbert in practice has a tight hamstring or something like that. Like you could easily say, "Hey, listen, we don't need. Like, why even you could probably play through it, but why? We got Dante Foreman and Roschon and Treston. We want you to get healthy. We want to make sure take the week off. We still gonna be good. I think that's a good thing that the Bears have right now.
Facts. I agree with that.
I'm
Yeah.
with y'all.
Now,
Man,
what
this
do you
game
guys
is
think
changing.
happens with Treston Ebner and Travis Homer? And that since we're talking about running backs, because one of them more than likely isn't going to make the roster unless we go extremely deep. But with how top heavy we are with those three running backs we already talked about, I don't really see you needing to carry 5 running backs on your roster. So
Not
when
at
you look
all.
at that, a halfback specifically, right? So when you look at that, when it comes to Homer, when it comes to Treston Ebner, do you guys think either one of them kind of has the inside edge?
Oh man, Homer really had a pretty good game the preseason game we just watched. I would say a Homer, and he has more experience in the league. He has the edge to me. Homer does. And Ebner, he had his shot out there. It was less spectacular, but I think Homer has a slight edge and a little sub competition in the running back room.
Okay.
I think it's gonna come down just specifically on what else can you do for me. And I
Yeah.
think Treston Ebner, with him and his experience on special teams, not being a kick returner or punt returner, but he does have that experience. Probably not as much with the Bears right now, but he does have that special teams play to where he's running down and trying to get tackles or block in certain situations. So right now, I probably get a slight edge over Treston Ebner in that regard because he can provide you with different things. But I still wouldn't count Homer out at least at right now because we haven't heard much.
Yeah. I look at it like this. It really comes down to what the priority is with that last running back spot because we all know Khalil Herbert still, we saw it, pass protection is one of his weaknesses. Now,
Yeah.
Dante Foreman and Roschon seems like that is something that they're solid at, but do you want to keep, because Travis Homer, he blocks really well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you look at him then and then say, hey, we're going to keep him for his blocking because that is something that Khalil Herbert isn't really good at, right? So
Right.
or are you going to go still with Treston Ebner, who was he a draft pick last year? Right, we just got him
Yes.
in the
He was
6th round
drafted
last
last
season.
year. Yeah.
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 Yeah, even though there's like 8 months between him and Travis Homer's age, so it's not even like a huge
Yeah.
age gap. But
Mm-hmm.
it really depends on those things and how you're looking at it in the mix that you want there. Because Treston Ebner's 5'11", right, and I think a little over 200 pounds. Travis Homer's 5'10", so like it's not really like you're
Move.
gaining much size there either. They're
Right.
literally almost, it's just a different skill set, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You look at Treston Ebner as the better running option, possibly, and Travis Homer is coming in. He can still run the ball. Hell, he got 25 yards on 6 carries last game, but
Right.
still, he brings in that blocking that you may seriously need at times. So
For sure.
And there's a world where both of their ass might get cut. That's what I say.
there's absolutely.
Yep.
There's a world where both of their
I
ass
agree with
cut.
that too. Cause
Practice squad.
yeah, that
You know what? That may be. They may get cut and one of them may stay on the practice squad. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll see.
That's a great point. Yep, for sure.
And NFL's doing it differently now where you don't have cut by days. It's just you have a day you need to be down to 53. So we don't see the usual wave of cuts like we've been seeing usual in past years. So
that's a good way that they did it and set it up. That's a great thing they did for sure.
I agree. Well, all right, let's get into the next topic. Velus Jones has made comments on his muff punt. I'm going to read the quote here. It's all about awareness, being smart. All week, all camp, I've been doing a good job at catching them, filling them out, even when we practice in the stadium. I just have to make a smarter play, even though I've got that competitive edge in me and stuff like that, really proving it to myself, not everyone else. Listen, all that proving it to myself thing all sounds fine, but no, nigga, you got to prove it to us. I don't want to hear none of that prove it to yourself shit.
Facts.
I don't like you got to prove it to us. Like, how you guys feel about that quote, man?
Hey, bro, and also I don't want to hear the extra, the ad libs. I want to hear I fucked up. I got to do better. I don't want to hear the extra ad lib, bro. You had the whole off season to get right at one particular thing. You knew you was gonna be a specialized player in the kickoff in the punt return game. Then you get back, and as soon as you get back, you fuck up on the one thing that we was worried about from last season. I ain't pulling no punches with this kid. Get your shit together, bro, because you on the cusp, my guy. You got to get your shit together, bro. Catch the ball.
I'm with you on that. Either catch it or let it go. In that situation to where you screwed up, he could have just let it go for a bounce and had a different kind of talk you to from the coach. But now this right here is starting to bring back all those memories from last season in clutch games. And now if I'm the coach, how could I trust you to go ahead and make sure you secure the ball in the clutch moment? And we got 2 minutes left. We finna get the ball back in hopes that Justin Fields can lead us down to score and win this game. And you screw up because that's what you did before.
Yes,
so and Unc, you said something. I'm with it. No extra stuff, bro. Just accept that you screwed up. We don't care what you've been doing in training camp. When the game was on against other opponents, that's when it all matters for me. So I ain't gonna fully kill him, but this is it.
This is it.
This is it.
To me, I read that quote, and to me, it showed a lack. Let me not say lack of awareness, because at least he does realize that he got to. But all this, you've been doing a good job catching them all week. All that shit don't mean nothing if it don't happen in the game. Take it all up, ball it out, throw it out the window. You're not a rookie no more, bruh.
No.
That benefit of the doubt that you gets less and less the further you get along into your NFL career. We're talking about you doing something basic, bro. Yep. Hold on to the goddamn football.
That's it, bro. Hey, hold on.
Since you was a toddler. Come on, man.
Velus, you are supremely talented and gifted in all type of athletic abilities. You're very fast, bro. All you have to do is accomplish the first goal of your job. Catch and secure the ball, bro. That's it. And when you call in between, go with the safe play. Let the shit drop, bro. I seen you. I was watching you while I was live calling the game. Do you look like, what should I do? Can I catch it? Should I let it drop? Let the fucker drop, bro. Yo, don't try to prove it ourselves and then make a fuck up like this. What if this was a playoff game, bro? And what if this the fourth quarter, like Nephew was saying, the fourth quarter, and Justin Field need to lead us back to put us over the top or to tie the game, and you do that? You know what Chicago want to do to you, bro? If you do that shit, bro, Cody Parkey, where is he at?
Cody Parkey can't even touch any surrounding state. Not Indiana, not Wisconsin, not Minnesota, not Kentucky, none of that. He can't touch a surrounding state.
How you gonna skip my state? You'll skip Ohio.
Ohio don't touch Illinois.
Yes, we do. What are you talking about?
Y'all touch Indiana.
Y'all touch Indiana.
Oh, y'all right.
Yeah.
I'm tripping completely on that shit.
I know you're a plug thug, but come on, gang.
It it just comes down to show and prove when it comes to Velus, man. Like
Yes.
that's it, bro. Like I don't want you to get down on yourself. Like I don't want him to sit around and be moping and being depressed
No.
over a muffed punt. But at the same time, like you got to come out and prove it. That's it. You're gonna get another opportunity. You got to come out now and show. Like that's just it. That's just what it boils down to. And I know you had a reception in the last game. Shout out to you on your little reception and whatnot. But like I keep saying, we all know you're not gonna be used in the passing game for real. You not. Once everybody healthy, EQ was out. Chase Claypool was out. When these motherfuckers is healthy, you not getting no passes, bro. You got to make a name for yourself in the special teams game.
Hey, hey, what's the over under? He get more passes or handoffs this season? He getting more handoffs for sure on them sweeps. And pitches, bro, for sure. Come on,
hopefully you don't drop that motherfucker. Hold on,
for real. Hold that. Tweet.
Like, and the reason why I am so hard on Velus is because the one of the things that interests me more that we're seeing more and more in the NFL is positionless players. And that's really what I think Velus can be, right? He can be a positionless and special teams player. You just got to hold on to the ball, my guy.
Facts.
Bro. Damn, it's so basic, bro. Damn.
Facts, though.
That's like
definitely gotta hold on.
They scooping some cereal out the cereal bowl and eating the shit. You can't put the damn spoon in your mouth,
cereal out the what?
Scoop the fucking cereal out the cereal bowl with the spoon and put it in your mouth. We can't do the basic shit.
All right, moving on from Velus. Hey, we're gonna call this the C-Dub special.
Ooh, what we got?
What we got? According to, let me get the writer's name right, Parker Hurley. Noah Sewell has the inside edge on that third linebacker spot.
Yo, that was cold-blooded. That was cold-blooded, Drip. Yeah, you know how I feel about Jack, but guess what? I'm a Chicago Bears fan first. If Noah Sewell is the best player, let the best player win. But damn, Jack, don't count my guy, my son, Jack, out. That just means he got to work harder. And what happened last year when he had to work hard? He worked himself into the starting lineup. Of course, Roschon Smith got traded. I mean, it was probably easy. But who cares? Don't count Jack out, bro. Noah Sewell can start, but don't count my son out, bro. It's my son.
How you feeling, Bobby?
It is what it is, man. I can't even. I wanted Jack to go in there. I'm gonna be. Hold on, relax. That's Cuzzo.
Be respectful.
We good. We good. Cuz good.
Ready to go. Goddamn, Dub ain't nothing even happy yet.
Cuzzo good. I think he's still gonna be solid, regardless. Man, may the best man win. That's what we want, and that's what any position. We want the best for the team, and you already know if you want to be a great team, this comes with sacrifice. And Cuzzo might have to sacrifice.
And like I said, it's not that Jack Sanborn isn't going to play. Like I do think that they've shown that they can use him on the inside. They can show they can use him on the outside. Like he's going to line up. Now, I do want to talk about the overall depth now because we signed Mikael Walker, who was a starter in Atlanta. He has over 120 tackles. He had 107 tackles last year. That's now our fifth linebacker.
Wow.
Just think about it. A starting linebacker on an NFL team last season is now your fifth. And not just a whack starter, over 100 tackles, 1 sack, 2 interceptions, 4 QB hits. And that is now your fifth linebacker on your depth chart. What are you guys thinking about the linebacker depth that we now have here in Chicago?
Man.
Okay, now, expectations is crazy, but this fucking linebacker core is going to be one of the best in the NFL. I'm just going to say it right now with my chest out. Look at all the talent on this fucking linebacker core. TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edwards, who we've not seen yet. I hope he play in one of these preseason games, a couple series. Noah Sewell, Jack. Bro, and then you add my guy Walker and he had 100 and something tackles last year, bro. What are we trying to do? What are we trying to do out here? We trying to be the best team that we can be, and I can't do nothing but salute Ryan Poles. He's never, what's the word I want to use? He's never satisfied with the players that he has on this team. He always wants to get better at any turn, any second. He's seen this guy available in in the market. He say, "Let me make my team better." I love this guy, Ryan Poles, bro. I love him.
Man, the chess moves is crazy. My man's first got out when it got DJ Moore, got extra draft capital, Jermaine Edmonds, TJ Edwards, and then we ain't even think about being first in the waiver wire.
Right,
God. And he's
bro.
snatching up talent, and that's all you really want to see is a GM just try and do something. And it still stands to this day since he's been here. He's finding young talent that can produce for years
Yes,
down the road instead of handing out money to guys that just want their last big contract. Shout out to him, man. And I think when it comes to the depth, real quick, hey, I think it's just a reflection on what this organization has been doing so far. We just need the results now. Everything is seeming like it's the puzzle pieces is coming together. We just need the results of W's in the column. That's the
yeah.
next step, man. That's the next step for sure.
And he didn't have to. Ryan Poles did not have to do this. He was straight. I think the talent is straight, but he won't overkill. He want to overkill. Just
You know what
infuse his
Brian
team with
Poles is
talent.
doing? You know when you start your franchise on Madden and there's like free agents that are like 86s and 87s, and you can
Yeah.
sign them to a 1-year deal for like the minimum. That's what Ryan Poles is doing. He's
Bruh.
playing Madden, not like Nagy. He's just playing. He's being ridiculous right now, bro.
He
It's
playing
crazy,
dynasty
bro.
mode for sure.
It's
Yeah,
definitely crazy, bro. For
it's
sure.
ridiculous, man. And hats off to him. Like he is using the money that we still have. We still have the most money in the NFL, I believe, or maybe we're second now.
It's
We're
definitely
first on the waiver wire. Like all those, he's using literally every asset that he could possibly use to his advantage. He's using to his advantage. That's crazy.
that's
And
crazy.
it, yeah, and it's a lot of tools for Allen Williams to use too. It's gonna be interesting how he use all his talent too. Can he get all of them at least a little bit of playing time to play in regular season games? That's a lot of talent, bro. This is a hard job for Allen Williams. We gotta give him some respect if he come through and pull this off through the end of
Agreed.
this season, bro.
I agree
It's a
with that
lot
for
of
sure.
talent right there, bro.
I agree
It's
with
a
that
lot.
for sure.
Yeah, a lot of talent to balance it, a lot of depth.
Yes.
And I mean, we got depth now, super depth at the linebacker position, crazy depth at the cornerback position. It seems
Yes.
like we're going to have more depth at the defensive line once everybody gets healthy than
Bruh.
what we initially thought, because those young guys are ready. So,
Bruh.
I mean, like I said before, the monsters of the midway are on their way back, bro.
Yeah.
We just got
Oh,
to see it all come together.
I think
Let's
that's the
go.
toughest decision too in the linebacker when it comes to Allen Williams and Eberflus when they sit down like making a depth chart. I think the toughest decision you could say the defensive line and this defensive tackles, but I think it's the linebackers. It's going to be a tough decision, especially when you look at Jack and Noah Sewell. I think that's going to be the toughest decision that he has to make on a depth chart. Do y'all agree?
You mean
Mm,
who to keep around?
No, just the order of the depth chart. Who's he going to start? Who's coming off the bench? I think that's going to be the toughest decision Allen Williams and Eberflus going to have to make when they looking at that depth chart to start the season. Do you agree
I'm gonna
with that?
go. I'm gonna go with the D line. It's just
D
so
line.
many more bodies, and you gotta make sure that you picking and selecting the right guys, and you don't want to give up on your draft picks either. But damn, did you bring in some good talented people from saying who is out there on the market as well? And plus, I think it's just an overload with that because you still got a lot of people who we probably ain't even get to mention because we didn't really see much of them either on the D line. So
Yeah,
I'll go
because
D line for sure.
Lewis was balling too. So
Hmm.
that's tough.
That makes it interesting too, because Terrell Lewis could technically line up at linebacker in some
Yeah,
lineups too.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. I can't wait though. It's a good problem to have, though. It's a great problem to
Facts.
have,
I tell
bro.
you who the first linebacker that's going to be cut though. Buddy Johnson asked about it.
Oh yeah, he gone. I ain't
He up
remember
out
seeing
Get
he out of
Buddy up
there, bro.
out of
There's too
there.
much
of
talent on this team, bro. It's too
Buddy gonna
much.
show up one day and they just gonna be like, really? Like,
Why you even come? We was gonna Amazon your shit to the crib, bro.
That's funny.
oh man, he gonna get that cut call. He gonna be like, hello. He gonna be like, I'm pretty sure you were expecting this call. Yeah.
I was expecting your call.
Oh my goodness, bro. This is gonna be crazy. Do we see y'all more into the Formations and shit. Do we see different instead of the 4-3? Do we see different formations? Like maybe we have 5 defensive linemen, maybe we have
So
4 linebackers on the field. He might. Do you think he might have to do that, or he want to stick to the program 4-3?
so typically they go with a 5-2 base, but then
Ooh.
occasionally, depending on what it is, they'll bring in they'll go with the typical 4-3 stuff.
Oh, when you say 5-2, that means a linebacker drop down to the
There's
defensive
just 2
line.
linebackers out there, and there's 5 defensive backs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
that they'll have Kyler Gordon in, and then they'll have a linebacker on the sideline.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
A nickel.
Yeah.
Nickel.
Mhm.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see that for sure. As far as like, I don't know, in like some specialty time, like in red zone, you probably will see some of that.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't think that he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna veer off from what we've seen Matt Eberflus do too much yet.
Okay.
Yeah, not too much. I don't think they're gonna get too crazy, especially if you get in production like you seen in last. And it's just preseason game, but we'll see.
Man, Joe, it's so much talent on both sides of the ball, bro. This just make you so excited, bro. Look at the talent on both sides of the ball, bro.
They just gotta put it on wax.
Bro, my God.
Yeah, we gotta wait and see. Like how they start off this regular season is gonna be so important to just really see them. I want to see them set the tone early, bro. Like we got 2 more preseason games. Let's get the hell up out of there. Let's get Indianapolis and Buffalo done. Let's get out of there with no injuries because September 10th it's FGB all day long.
Oh my God. Get ready.
So
Talk about a way to lift off and get your season jump started, bro. What? Go and blow them fucking cheese curds off the fucking field, bro. You know, it's been a lot of divorces in Green Bay over the past month, bro. It's been a lot of shit going on in Green Bay.
All I can say is, hey, for opening, I got a special FGB shirt that I will be wearing for the first game of the season. The first and last game of the seasons are the only time I'm gonna wear that shirt. But best believe it's something special. Don't ask me no more questions, but know it's coming.
It's boxing. Y'all heard it here first.
Yeah. Any last thoughts before we get up out of there?
Hey man, shout out Barry, man, Joe. And I just can't wait for football. We will be live this weekend.
Bro. I'm sorry. It is what it is, y'all.
Why your Siri so sensitive, C-Dub? Like what you be doing over there with Siri, bro? I ain't never seen
I
I
this.
don't know what's wrong with this bitch. She just keep talking. Shut up.
Man.
Grow up.
But hey, appreciate all y'all for always tuning in, rocking with the channel, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe. It's up here from now. It's up there. Let's go.
You guys can follow the channel at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, ChicagoBearCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, you want to leave a text message and our voicemail. The number to do so, 773-242-9336. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related, and we out this mug. Peace, y'all.